You look. I mean, I don't watch these commercials.
Here's what I do for the Super Bowl. Yesterday, I watched everything but pregame stuff.
It's ridiculous.
I've been doing this for probably 10 years at least, maybe longer than that. Unless the Steelers are in, even when the Steelers are in, I avoid it. I did not watch 1 minute of the pregame show yesterday. I went over to my daughter's to watch the game. Excuse me, and I was hanging in the kitchen, and everybody was in the living room getting ready to watch the game. When my butt hit the couch, the woman was singing the national anthem.
She did a great job.
Yeah, and that's early for me.
It's great.
Because if I prefer, when the guy's foot is back before he meets the ball, the kicker, that's when I want to be sitting down.
Or the center's hiking the ball into the end zone.
Or
that.
Yeah. So that's when I want to sit down. So it's so overdone.
It is incredibly overdone.
But I really was entertained by reading tweets from people who were publishing pictures of the people trying to get in and out of the stadium.
It was a disaster. No, but now this is the other thing. This is again a microcosm of our society.
Right.
As we've entered kind of the Soviet era of media. Okay, because the media in New York will have you believe. I'm talking about some of the media in New York, especially the national media.
Yeah.
The network covering it. That New York did a great job pulling the Super Bowl off.
No,
that's what the media. That's what what they call it, Pravda.
Yeah.
That's what Pravda's saying.
Yeah.
Great job by New York. Meanwhile, it was a total disaster. People couldn't get to the game.
No.
They were stuck on a train trying to get from Secaucus to the game.
People were passing out from the heat inside the cars on the train once they got in.
There was unreal unrest trying to get into the game and out of the game. There were people that took 2 hours to get from their seats on a train that normally would take them 20 minutes, 2 hours.
People were chanting, "New Jersey sucks."
As they should. Yeah. It was an absolute disaster, but the media just doesn't want to cover that. It was the Twitter sphere that got it, and I think the New York Post picked up on it. If you go and look at the pictures that were being tweeted, what these people were going through before and after, it's insane.
Was it you who told me they had to wait 2 hours to get
from your seat?
After the game.
After the game to get to because the government said, there'll only be 14,000 people taking the train to Secaucus. There were 28,000.
Yeah.
The lines were insane. It was a total disaster from transit, and people had a miserable time there. It was really poorly done.
Chances of another Super Bowl being played.
Well, with the Pravda media, I don't know. They're all saying how great New York did, but the people who went to the game hated it.
Yeah. Well, they don't matter.
Right, they don't matter.
No, but like Boston, I think Kraft has said he wouldn't mind having it up there somewhere.
Whatever.
In Boston
it'd be a great place for it.
Yeah.
Take it up to Boston. You don't have to go anymore. I hope they do take it to Boston next year. Take it to Boston next year.
Yeah. Well,
the one thing you and I never want to go to.
Never again.
No, it's a total joke.
I know. But
it's a joke.
The game itself. Let's talk about it for 1 second.
Let's talk about it for a second.
Peyton Manning.
Oh, well, that's the obvious one. I mean, as it's going on, the obvious one is, Peyton Manning's ruined his legacy, which of course he has. Of course he's ruined his legacy. The only thing is, it's an ongoing story. Peyton Manning is an old man. However, he has a chance to redeem himself.
Come back next year.
He does. He has a chance to redeem himself. It's just like Elway. Now, Elway was a whole lot younger when he lost 55-10, okay? But Elway redeemed himself with those last two Super Bowl victories. So let's say Manning comes back next year, has a mediocre regular season, but wins a Super Bowl. Well, guess what? In myself, he's redeemed himself.
Yeah.
So I am not going to sit here and say that Manning has knocked himself off of the legacy pace. I will say this. He's got redeeming to do. If he doesn't redeem himself, he has taken himself off of the same page that features Montana, Bradshaw, Staubach, Elway. He's taken himself off that page.
Yeah.
Brady, he's off of that page right now.
Yeah.
He's got to get back on it. And anybody who says he's not off that page is an idiot. He's off that page. That was a pathetic performance by him yesterday.
Yeah. Well,
I know it's a team game. I know something was wrong with him. He was hurt or something. He had to be. He was pathetic.
He made some really bad.
He was pathetic.
Throws,
He was as bad as any quarterback's been. I don't care if he completed 33 passes for 10 yards, whatever yardage he got. He was. A lot of those passes were behind the line of scrimmage. He was pathetic. And you